sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 big runs here to start this game. How about the offensive line? They came out firing. Great leverage, great punch to get this thing started.
And now this unit on the move already. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd and short, the give to the tight end. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Here's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Barkley. He stiff arms him, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Saquon Barkley. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door. I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He completes it to Hunter. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hunter. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, it's Jones. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Off the option, it's Jones. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Jones. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Jones. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gonzalez's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, he's got one of the strongest arms in the league. Some people may say the strongest, but that can also have a downside occasionally, and here he's intercepted.
Yeah, when we talk about strong arms, being able to throw it deep downfield doesn't necessarily take the strongest. It takes more of the timing type of a quarterback. And it's great to be able to take your shot, but when it hangs up there just a bit too long, you put it in jeopardy.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Curtis Weaver able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Lawrence will throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, Barkley runs through the contact. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
First down, Las Vegas.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They'll run with Barkley. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Lawrence.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Fairbairn missed it. He pulled it left, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Now it's Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A toss out to Barkley. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Going up top for Miller.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 35. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know, if following up on this head coach in the practice, sure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll look to throw. On the right side, this is Miller. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chase Young in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
90 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 47-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, Do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Scotty Miller,
already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Six yards left on 2nd down. Now Saquon Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll fire deep for Rager. Now into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Off the option, it's Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have a Steelers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
They're going to look to throw. Completion left side to Miller. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Tackle made there by Budda Baker. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The Steelers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Pittsburgh, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.